गाइस जो भी एचएम ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं उनके पास एक बेसिक नॉलेज होना चाहिए कि आखिर एचएम क्या होता है और एचएम के कौन कौन से सिचुएशन से एक पर्सन को जाना पड़ता है। सो गाइस इसी सारे क्वेश्चंस का जवाब हम इस वीडियो में देखेंगे, एक ऐसे इंडिविजुअल से हु इज हिमसेल्फ वर्किंग इन दिस इंडस्ट्री राइट नाउ। सो गाइस लेट्स गेट टू दैट वीडियो, और अगर आप चैनल में नए हो देन डू सब्सक्राइब एंड गिव अस अ लाइक इफ यू लाइक दिस वीडियो। सो गाइस लेट्स गेट टू दैट वीडियो। Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Rishabh Ray, and you're watching Industry Helper. और आज के इस वीडियो में we are joined with सिद्धांत गुप्ता, who is an HM graduate, और आज वो हमारे साथ कुछ आंसर्स बोलेंगे जो कि every hotelier who is joining in this industry should know about this. So first of all, Siddhant brother, thank you so much that you're with us in this video and you will be doing this short interview with us. So the first question जो मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ वो है regarding हमारे जितने भी न्यू HM के एस्पिरेंट्स है जो कि सोच रहे HM करना चाहते हैं, so उनके लिए right now in this pandemic situation जहाँ पे सारे hotels already बंद है, so do you think that is it really worth investing their time in HM right now? What do you think about this?
Yeah, like thank you for the opportunity, Rishabh, first of all. And like seriously, if we think about the pandemic, yes, it's a big of big of risk right now to get into this line of service. Because whether we deny or not, but hotels are the main source of employment for us graduates, or like whoever is studying hotel management or a diploma in that particular domain. But yeah, again, like it depends upon the people who's trying to get into this line. क्योंकि आप जितना भी try कर ले, there is something that's going to be lagging behind in any field for that matter. An engineer can be, a very good engineer, but still sit unemployed given circumstances, and वो हमारे हाथ में नहीं होती है. But what is a bright point over here is that when you do hotel management, you're just not learning about the hotels in particular. Rather, you're learning about uh, different hospitality that's gonna be is taking place around the world. Just not hotels. There are retail sectors. There are restaurant chains, QSRs, even companies who have companies like Amazon or any company who has a customer support service in their nature. So right now, every other company is having a good customer support because that is how they are improving their point of sale. Because अगर आपकी customer service खराब होने वाली है, then I don't think that no one is going to buy from you, right? So yeah, like I guess it is totally dependent upon one's scenarios, first of all, and second, what they want to do in future. Because hotel management is just not about cooking, front office, reception, or like housekeeping for that matter. There are different sources wherein you can go ahead and do your job. So when you're once you're in a hotel, you get to learn about HR, you get to learn about sales, you get to learn about event coordination. There are a hell lot of lines you can explore. So it is totally dependent upon the person who's getting into it and what is their goal set for the future. I think I was able to answer that.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel that आपके इस क्वेश्चन के बाद जो लोग भी न्यू एस्पिरेंट्स है जो कि सोच रहे that they want to continue in this, they want to join this industry, it would be really be beneficial for them. So that's really
Right.
that's
It's very diversified.
yeah, exactly. Okay, my second question to you is regarding this industrial training, because this is something that people usually search it in all over the internet and they are really confused about it. Is that whenever we talk about an industrial training, what is good? Like whether one should do their industrial training from abroad or India? Like what are your opinions on this?
My opinions about the same. My opinions for this, it is again on one's perspective. Now, अगर मैं अपने आप को बताऊं, like if I was personally into a choice where I should be doing, I'd be going abroad. Because first of all, it is opening, international chances for you. Secondly, obviously there would be a different culture altogether. Like you can meet Indians, you can meet a different. Say suppose you're going to Dubai, you meet Arabs, you meet Russians, you meet Americans. Like there are a hell lot of different cultures all together working in a single place. So उसमें क्या हो रहा है? You are multiplying your contacts for future. कि whether we say it or not, it is gonna affect like in coming time. So the more you have a connect, or the more you have the connections with you, that will be beneficial for you in the future. So for me personally, industrial training abroad will be very nice if you're willing to settle abroad after your graduation as well. And if you think that you have to learn, and there is a downside also, like if you go to abroad doesn't offer the four departments. They just offer you one or two at max. And if you think that you want to explore yourself, you don't know what to do, like you have joined hotel management, but तुमको नहीं पता तुमको इसके बाद क्या करना है, like which sector is more suitable to you, then my suggestion will be you go to Indian hotels, because उसमें आपको चारों डिपार्टमेंट देंगे, and then you can explore yourself कि आपको कहाँ better opportunity मिल रही है, या फिर how you think your skill set is suitable for that sector. So it is again very preferential. But for me, I would say that I knew that I'm going to be good in communication and customer service, so I wanted to go abroad and just use that particular sector for me, so that I polish myself more, learn more languages, and get my connections right. So yeah, that was something for me.
तो अगर तो मेरा यहाँ पे एक यही क्वेश्चन है कि अगर कोई स्टूडेंट अगर सोचता है दैट आई वांट टू डू माय इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग फ्रॉम इंडिया इटसेल्फ, so if a student does from India itself, so is there any disadvantage of doing from India? What do you think about that?
mm, can you repeat yourself the last part?
No, the thing is that if a student if a student wants to do his or her industrial training from India itself, so ऐसा ऐसा बहुत लोग में सुनना में आता है कि अगर कोई इंडिया में करता है तो उनको बहुत ज्यादा लॉन्ग शिफ्ट्स मिलती है, लाइक मोर देन 12 आवर्स, 16 14 आवर्स, 16 आवर्स. सो इज इट रियली ट्रू दैट अगर कोई इंडिया से करता है तो उसको लॉन्ग शिफ्ट से ये सिचुएशन से टैकल करना पड़ता है? इज इट रियली ट्रू?
See, like the long shifts are there, I won't deny it. See, everybody knows, even like we are being taught about that thing. Long shifts hai. You have to tackle it somewhere down the line. Like 12 hours is the minimum timeline that you have to work. And on top of that, there can be times wherein you need to ask, you need to go much further than this. And but there are sectors. Again, if you go for the F&B service, obviously there is a very pressure line, so you have to work more than 12 hours mostly. Like I'm talking about normal scenarios. And if there is a India is full of festivals, so all the time there are new festival coming up. So in that case, yeah, you have to work more than 12 hours mostly. There are hotels, they do follow the 9 hour or the 12-hour timeline. There are hotels which are following that, and one hotel can be named as IHG. They follow the 9 hour work rule. Obviously, they ask people to work a bit more when there is uh, maybe a pressure situation, or there is a shortage of manpower, shrinkage of any kind. So obviously, in that case, you have to be understandable enough. Ki, I have to I have to fulfill my duty towards the hotel as well. So yeah, that is something you need to keep in mind when you're going to an Indian hotel. They will want to work you for 2 hours, more or less.
Okay. And my next question to you is regarding this English communication that every student should have. Whenever we talk about this English communication, like verbal communication, how much it is important to have within a student whenever we're talking about this tourism industry, hotel industry, how much important it is?
If I'll be wrong if I'm saying it's not important. It is very important, because once you're in the back, it's fine. आप जब पीछे हैं काम के hotel में, then it's fine. You can talk in whatever language you prefer to, right? But once you're interacting with the guest, there is certain kind of standard that you need to maintain. And like you are the face of the hotel. The hotel owners are not coming down to greet the guest, right? Like, you are meeting the guest, so you have to maintain that standard which is being set by the hotel standards. So yeah, English communication is important, and just not English. I won't say just English. If you want to work in a hotel line or in a hospitality line, rather, you have to have a good language, vocabulary, and even good knowledge about the languages. So, if anyone is wanted to join hotel management, I would suggest that they should take up additional language classes as well, not just English, maybe French or Spanish. These are the widely spoken language other than English. One such is French. Like it is one of the widely spoken language around the world, more than English. Like
Okay,
so, yeah.
okay. So because this topic of communication came, what would you like to recommend to all the people out there who are like weak in English, and how would they improve their English? So according to you, what would be the best opinion, for them?
So like I'd say Indians are not weak in English. We are just shy from speaking English in the first place. So, the major thing would be to get rid of the fear that they have, like to speak in English in public, because we know the basics of grammar and everything. Everyone knows that. I'm talking about majority. And if you're not, you'll learn it. It's very easy. But the whole point of shying away is the main concept that we need to get rid of, because hum, we are not fluent English. Let's just be honest. We are communicative, so we can communicate. So the more you talk, the more you can overcome that fear. And I'll tell people to, like, there is, you are obviously watching English movies and watching movies. So I'll suggest to watch English movies because that will help you, uh, you know, uh, expand the horizon of your vocabulary first of all, and secondly, it will also help you in learning the pronunciation of certain words, because and obviously it will help in fluency, because once you see the movies with subtitles, your half of the brain will be working on the subtitles, and then you can know the language, the pronunciation, even the spellings at times, and even the use of the word where it should be fitted, not just you cannot use random words everywhere, right? So I think English is one of the best way to learn English, according to me.
Yeah, that's really helpful. My last question to you is regarding the most important thing for what we all people are doing HM actually. That is, what is the expected salary that a graduate can expect after he's graduated from doing the HM? What is that?
Like, this is something we need to think largely about, because expected salary in this particular line of work is not really, it's not really great initially, I'd say. But once you are establishing yourself in the industry, it is one of the best paying industry. But again, there are certain level of entry points wherein you need to, you are getting inside the hotel. So there is OT, there is MT, there is a different, selections that you can go through. अभी आपकी जो भी capabilities होंगी, या फिर how your interview goes and how your academics are overall the 3 years, it will affect at that point of time. So you can get an MT and you can become a system manager very soon.
Then also, if we are asking about a very perfect figure, what would it be? Like the expected or the starting salary, what would it be?
Yeah, it largely depends upon the state that you're working in. So if you're in Kolkata, it is very less. It is because of the cost of everything in Kolkata is very less. So they pay around 13 to 14K a month, plus incentives if you're in FMB or something like that. And if you're working out of Kolkata, it is something around 20 to 18. I'm talking about the OT, and if you're into MT, it's a different game altogether.
And whenever we are talking about the promotion and increments, what are the chances of that?
The promotions initially, I would say you have to work for it for first few years. It is important that you show the organization that you are worth it. And once you get into the managerial position or the supervisory position, it is very easy to climb up the ladder.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. I guess this is all for today's video. Actually, all the people out there who will be watching this video, they would actually be getting a lot of information, especially from someone who is already experienced in this thing. So fine. Once again, I would like to thank you, Siddhant brother. Thank you for doing this interview with us. And I hope you even enjoyed it, because we all people are actually sitting at home and we don't know what to do. So I guess this thing would actually be a very informative thing for all the people out there who are thinking about joining this industry.
Yeah,
So once again, thank you.
thank you. And I
Yeah.
just like to conclude that I'm not very experienced in this field, but yeah, I know. Like, I've worked with a couple of organizations now, so I know how it is. But yeah, like, if you want to join hotel management, I'll say it is a very flourishing line right now. Obviously, pandemic has slowed it down, but pandemic's not gonna stay for the whole lifetime. It's gonna go one day. And the people who are joining right now, they'll be graduating after 3 years. They have a lot of time to get through this. People like us are suffering a bit because of the pandemic, but again, we are I'm saying that we had diversified. So I'm working with Amazon. Since you can obviously you can go ahead, join some retail chain, maybe any luxury brand. It is very easy to get a job in this particular field because you are so confident ultimately, because you learn to speak. So yeah, that is something very important, more than degree.
but then also, there are some people who are like frightened, because of this pandemic. Might They are thinking that hotel industry might not be a very good option to join and invest for the future, because there is no business. So people are thinking that might this would be a very negative decision for them. So people are like scared. That's the thing
See,
right now
being
in
scared
most
is
of the people.
humans. It is humans, birthright. But again, I know people who have studied different things right now, like not not hotel management, but something really else, who had a very good future, but right now they're sitting idle at home. So you cannot, just take one thing and look around it. Like, you should be more open to the view rather than niching it out.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Siddhant brother, for again doing this video with us. I hope everyone, whoever have watched our video, they will like it. And that's all actually. And I would like to give my sincere thanks to you for doing this for us. And to all the people out there, they would be equally be very much beneficial for with all the information that you just gave them. And it's actually very important for them also to know all the things, because as a
Right.
hotelier they are joining, so they must be having some basic knowledge also. And you
Exactly.
gave it, so thank you so much. And we would be looking forward for another video in no time. Thank you.